In the last video, we studied about the classification of data structures from the block diagram given in the book. So now we will again just see. We are going to study primitive data structures. Data structure is divided primitive data structures, and the primitive data structure is further divided into, or it consists of integer, floating point, characters and pointers. So our interest is what kind of operations we can do on all these things. So that is our topic for this video. So operations on primitive data structures. So name the various operations that can be performed on primitive data structures. So which are the operations we can perform on the data structures primitive type. So only the names you mention, because this can be only for 1 mark. Okay. So I'll write the answers here. Okay. Create answer. You can create, then destroy. After use, you can remove, you can destroy that. You can select, do some operations on the created data structures, and update. You can update the values, or you can update the anything you have mentioned in the data. So you can create, you can destroy, you can select, and you can update. So these 4 are important for this kind of thing: integer, floating point, character and pointers. Okay. So the second question in this is, explain the operation on primitive data structures with examples. All these 4 things which I have written just now, we will see very briefly with some examples and even definitions. That is also important. Okay. First one is create. Create operation is used to create a new data structure. Okay. This operation reserves memory space for the program elements. When you write a program should know the data. Okay. So you can create data. Sometimes you can take it from outside, but you can create it also. Okay. So this one, I will give 3 examples for this. See, first example is, say I can define like this. So integer x, it is a variable. Okay. Or I can define a variable with some value. It is also possible. Or I can write in a different way. This you can write. Below that you can you can specify the value for this. So this way you can create data. These things are required for your program. So you can create data like this. Okay. Destroy. Destroy operation is used to destroy or remove the data structure from the memory space. Sometimes after use, it is not required. Okay. So you can remove it. So how to remove it? Wherever necessary, whenever it is necessary, you can remove it. So that is by delete operation or destructor operation. So these are the two operations. We will this much if you write it is enough examples. You can use delete operation or destructor operation to remove the some data. Okay. Otherwise also, see, when the program execution ends, the data structure is automatically destroyed and memory allocated is eventually deallocated. Once the program is over, then that data need not be there because it is everything is there in the program. So when the program execution ends, once it is completed, the data structure is automatically destroyed and memory allocation is eventually be deallocated. Okay, so this is the destroy, okay, operation. Then select operation is used by programmers to access the data within data structure. Okay, so once if you have data, definitely you need to use it for to run the program or to get some outputs. So select operation is used by programmers to access the data within data structure. So you should have accessibility, so you can select it. This operation updates or alters data. See, when you access data, you have to do something. Maybe you will be updating. Suppose a multiplication you are doing, the result has to be updated. Or if you are altering some value for some reason, then that has to be done here. That is, after selecting, you will do something. Okay. Just reading it is okay. But you can do these things also. You can update or alter the data. The last one is update. Anyway, this has come here, but you can update also. Okay. Update operation is used to change data of data structure. Okay. I have selected this to explain, but this you mention separately because these four are required answer for this. Okay. So this simple instruction I will tell. Integer x is equal to 2 I defined. That means what? 2 is assigned to variable x. Okay. Now below this I will write at some place I can write x is equal to 4. That means what? 4 is reassigned to x. Okay, now it is reassigned to x. Or 2 is replaced by 4. So this is very simple instructions. So this way on primitive data structures you can create, destroy, select, or you can update. These four operations you should remember and write for this kind of question. Okay.